How do you spend your days off, Jason? Oh, I go camping. Oh, that sounds really cool. For tonight. I'm quite happy to make an EJ out of myself to let other people know that you're not alone. I wouldn't fancy falling in there. It looks well ropey. I don't think you'd ever get out of it. I'm up in the Mourne Mountains today. My very first time in the Mournes. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of a view out there. The cloud came down around it as soon as I drove up, which is just typical. So we'll make the best of it. It's absolutely roasting and it's fairly tough hiking up this way. I don't know who built this wall, but fair play to them. This is the Mourne wall and you can see it just crisscrossing the mountains there. There's some really steep sections and the wall just keeps on going. I need to get a bit of a wiggle on now because it did take me quite a while to climb up that mountain. I needed to warm up my legs, you know. The initial plan was to get over to Bencrom Reservoir, cross over that and head up Slieve Binion, and that looks like a serious hike to get up there. I just don't think I have the time. Yeah, so I think I have a plan. So I'm going to kind of follow the road up, join the wall and just follow that right up to the top. I've about 2.5 hours to the sunset, which I know sounds like a lot, but could take me a good hour and a half to get up to the top of that mountain, because that river is a lot further than it looks and that hike is a lot harder than it looks. I can pretty much guarantee it. You have no idea how nice it is to have a bit of solid ground underneath you. Oh, that was a slog coming up there. An absolute slog. My old legs are ripped to bits. All this thorny stuff. Lethal it is, absolutely lethal. That's the wall here behind me. It doesn't look very inviting now, I have to say. How do you spend your days off, Jason? Oh, I go camping. Oh, that sounds really cool. Yeah, it is, yeah. Cool is not the word I would use right now. It's 10 to 7. Sunset is about 5 to 7. It's taken a hell of a long time to get up here because I've had to keep stopping. My heart rate is 166, going up to 168. So I've had to keep stopping to try and keep it down a bit. Just getting a bit worried about it, you know. So I'm going to have a little break here, get my head torch on, and I'll make it up to the top then. Oh, what time is it? It's 8:30 now. I was walking around up here looking for a spot. I had two problems. One, there's no flat spots up here. And two, the wind is really bad. This is actually really sheltered compared to some of the spots. And it's the flattest I could find that was, you know, not too bad with the wind. There is big gusts blowing in and hitting the tent, but there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it. This little Lanshan is aces in the wind, so hopefully it'll survive the night. There was a really steep hike up that side. I know it wasn't the best way to come up. You know, thought it was being clever, taking a shortcut. Oh, it was a real slog, and my heart rate was through the roof. I just felt like if I pushed it a bit more, it wouldn't be good news, you know. And then when I got up near the summit again, I sat down again because I just thought I might as well take it handy, you know. I'm up here all night. And I think that's a good point to make, is that when things are getting a bit hairy or it's getting dark and you can't find a spot or whatever, just take your time. There's no point in rushing. I'm going to put my tea bags in my pocket because I don't want them blown away. Yeah, so I think that's really important. Just kind of, you know, listen to your body, know your limits, and if you have to, just call it quits and get yourself back down the mountain, because it's just not worth it. I want to get into this tent as quickly as possible because it's obviously going to be stronger when it's all zipped up. It's a bit vulnerable when it's like this and the wind is hitting it, so I want to give it the best chance to survive, you know. I probably shouldn't have filled it. It's getting a bit carried away, you know. I'm thinking of buckets of tea. But this is a new fire maple stove. It was sent to me by Fire Maple, and it's their X2. I think it only weighs about 630 grams. I haven't weighed it myself. You do get like 2 covers weighed and another pot stand, so I would like to weigh it myself with just the stuff that I'm going to carry. But yeah, no, it's the first run out. Thought I'd give it a little spin tonight. I was expecting to give it a bit of a spin earlier than this, but it is what it is, you know. I have views out over the landscape, out over the towns and all the lights, so I'm not complaining. Note to self, take off that big steel tag because it just gets in the way. I brought 6 or 7 tea bags. That's how high the hopes were for tonight. Jeez. Woo! See the way it just whips in? Frighten the shiz out of you. There was no warning there. Some of them you can hear them coming. But if you go around the corner, oh mama. Blow the ditties off you. A cup of tea, a well earned cup of tea. Oh baby. Scaldy tea. Biscuits, that's what we need. Few biscuits. I'm putting all my bits in my pocket in case they blow away, and I don't want to leave anything up here. I actually saw a bit of guy laying down there. I want to pick it up. Yeah, somebody had a rough night up here. There's a bit of guy laying down there somewhere. It's tucked into a rock, so it's not going to blow off. I'll pick it up there later. I picked up a few more bits actually on the way up. I didn't bother filming it or anything like that. I do it for myself. I just show it on camera sometimes just to kind of highlight it, just to, you know, it might encourage others to do the same. That's the only reason I do it. There's a good few times I go out, pick up stuff, and I never even mention it. So it is what it is. I just can't leave things sitting there because it'll bother me for days. Do you know what's even better? I have 2 chocolate digestives at the bottom of this. I'll try this dehydrated meal, and we're all going to pretend that loads of time has passed in the video. One clip. Oh lads. Yeah, it's one of those videos, you know. I'm gonna wolf this down, and I'll bring you back in another clip or two. Yeah, this guideline. Another thing to put into my pocket. What else would you be doing at 9:25? Oh, right. I actually saw a little mouse down below. Hopefully he doesn't come around nibbling at things. I might actually take everything inside the tent, just in case I don't want anything blown away in the night. I don't know how I'm going to hike over here in the morning. I'm walking like John Wayne. What a night. Oh, there's been some serious gusts of wind coming in. You just got similar to that one, a bit worse maybe. And you can hear the wind just kind of howling by you, like a big ball of wind that doesn't hit you. It's a bit eerie now, I have to say. It's just like this creature out there just whirling by you, you know. And then the snaky ones just creep up on you, you know. There wouldn't be a whole lot of room in this tent for anything really. Yeah, it's a bit hard to film. Oh lads. But I don't want to open the door and risk damaging the tent. There's not even a little bit of condensation on the tent this morning, which I am not surprised about. Not like a good stiff breeze to get rid of the condensation. But yeah, I don't think the mouse came knocking around last night. He probably hunkered down as well. I'd imagine the sheep are hunkered down somewhere too. Just getting battered by my tent. None of the biscuits survived last night. Every time I woke up, you know, I had a biscuit. So I had left 2 chocolate digestives for this morning as a treat. But yeah, when I woke up, I just said, I'll just nibble on one of these, you know. So the next time I may bring more biscuits. It's 20 to 7. Sunrise is not until 25 to 8, I think it is. So I'll be wrapped up in the whole lot by then. I don't think we're going to get much of a sunrise this morning. The weather is meant to kick off at 7. It wasn't even meant to be this windy until 7, so yeah, it is what it is. It's just one of them things. The forecast very rarely gets it right. I don't think I'll know how bad my legs are until I start walking around. But my back is a little bit achy. I'm not surprised because yeah, it was a long old day yesterday, you know. And then, jeez, holy moly, I'll move in a bit. Oh, lads, I don't feel bad about yesterday, I have to say. I'm happy I made it up here. I'm happy I found a camp spot. You know, I was appreciated the cup of tea and the dinner that bit more as well. I know I made myself look like a right idiot, and I know there's people out there that hike in the Mourne Mountains that were just looking at me thinking, what is he doing? Well, you know, just trying to figure stuff out. Thought I found myself a little shortcut. But you know, like, it's just part of it in my mind. You make bad decisions, you underestimate the hike and the journey and all that. But it is what it is. The next time I'll come up, I'll give myself a bit more time, and I'll definitely be coming back here. Absolutely stunning. I loved it, like, you know. Even the crappy bit, we can't say I was loving that, but I'm happy that I made it up to the top. And yeah, like I say, I'm not pretending that I'm perfect. I'm quite happy to make an idiot out of myself to let other people know that you're not alone. We're all idiots at some stage, you know. Let's see what this porridge looks like. Yeah, it's a nice watery consistency. I think I may have to drink it. I'll drink some of it anyway. I could go back to sleep for a few hours now, a bit often. I don't have that luxury. I've a pretty decent hike ahead now, in fairness. I'm gonna try and stay low. I'm not planning on hiking up at all today. So I'm gonna try and stay low, and then I have to get back to the car. I have about a 3-hour drive then. It's worth it though, definitely worth it. And you've all got to see me look like a right tit, so happy days. That's me all wrapped up there now. You can just see the sliver of flat ground that I had to work with last night. Usual crack, I didn't leave any trace. No one will know that I was here last night apart from all of you. You can see how close I was to the trail. It was the least of my concerns last night, now I have to say. That's the second time I've dropped my trekking pole. yeah, I wasn't too worried about being seen up here or anything like that. I just wanted a flat spot to put my head down on. The sun has risen just over in this direction, but there wasn't much to see. It's too cloudy. So I'm gonna see how my legs fare hiking up this part of Slieve Binion. You won't believe it. Someone actually put a little bit of effort into littering up here. Oh lads. Blowing a gale out this side. I picked up a few banana peels up there as well. I don't know what people do be thinking. I'll be looking forward to getting back to the car. I can see down where the car park is. I'm going to scoot around by a wee binion and yeah, just try and make it as easy as possible, you know. Oh, it's beautiful up here, but it's really, really windy. I'm gonna need a bigger bag, I think. Oh lads. The ground is getting really dodgy now, and it's getting really, really steep. There's a lot of loose rocks in that, so I think I'll just leave the video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's I made a few mistakes there yesterday, kind of underestimated the moorings, you know, but I'm happy to hold my hands up and say I was a gobshite. Hopefully you'll stick around and join me for the next one. I'll see you then. Good luck.